Yes, a lot of interest in this, and particularly for some commentators, the birth of Baby Sussex is interesting because, as we've mentioned on a number of occasions, this is the first biracial baby, mixed-race baby, in line to the British throne in modern times. I spoke earlier this morning with Bonnie Greer, who is an American-British woman. She has been living in London since 1986. She's a member of the prestigious Order of the British Empire, a noted playwright, author, columnist, and critic. And she's written a very interesting piece online about race and the royal baby, calling Harry and Meghan's son a revolution.
Partly, and what I've written about is that this baby is a very unique person already. He is a game changer. He is, as you pointed out, the first royal in modern times, as far, to be born of African descent. His ancestors and my ancestors came to the United States the same way. And what's really fascinating is that Africans were brought enslaved to America in 1619. And now one of their descendants is born into the royal family of the United Kingdom in 2019. So that's a sort of very interesting anniversary.
The title for your piece, which got our attention, is this baby is nothing short of a revolution. Explain that one.
Well, he's a revolution because he allows us now to talk about all of the issues that are in the world today: immigration, nationality, borders. This little boy encompasses all of these within his person. He's already very important. I mean, I don't know how he's going to be raised, but this is in him already. And people who deny this conversation, Heather, to be honest with you, is denying the reality of this 21st century world we live in. He's a tri-national, as I am. And many people in this world have dual and tri-nationalities. And this is the way the 21st century is going.
It is, and we've talked about on our program prior to our meeting you about how this is the largest largest demographic group, most quickly growing demographic group in the UK, and yet there are many of those who do not want to address this reality. I'm looking at a headline right in front of me: how black will the royal baby be? That's one thing I just wrote about. And I know, as I look at your tweets, you're obviously engaging with people who are displaying the ugly side of all of this discussion. What are you confronting head on?
Mainly the fact that we in the United Kingdom, as you know, as the whole world knows, we're involved in a Brexit. And partly what Brexit is about is identity. It's about cultural identity. It's about who is British, who are we? And so this little boy arrives at this very important, probably the most important national moment since World War II in the United Kingdom.
When you say this boy,
Yes.
there is such hope attached to him already. He has no idea the impact that he could have, that he will have regardless as he enters the world. But I wonder, questions of identity, there's such private internal reflections. He's going to be having this publicly. Do you think that this is a little boy? Could the pressure be undue on him? How will he deal with all of this?
Well, I don't know the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, but everything I've read about Meghan, and since she was a little girl herself, she's quite able to shape her son to be the kind of figure, whether he wants to be or not, to be a figure for good, to be a figure for discussion. And I think she and Harry will raise him accordingly. And I think she's starting out absolutely perfectly by making this private, pacing her motherhood with her new baby. And I think he's going to be just fine.